Good afternoon, friends. Let us dive into another leading case of advocate on record examination, that is at serial number 32 of the syllabus. The case title is National Legal Service Authority versus Union of India 2014, also known as Nalsa judgment. This is landmark judgment by the Honorable Supreme Court of India that recognize the rights and dignity of the transgender persons, affirming their constitutional rights and granting them legal recognition as a third gender. Exploring the background, the Nalsa filed a public interest litigation seeking legal recognition of transgender persons and protection of their rights. The case was a culmination of decades of discrimination faced by transgender persons in India, including denial of basic rights such as education, employment, and health care. The petition argued that the absence of legal recognition perpetuated their marginalization and violated their fundamental rights under Constitution of India. So the key issues in the judgment were: should transgender persons be legally recognized as a third gender? Are the fundamental rights under the Constitution of India, including equality, freedom, and dignity, applicable to transgender persons? What steps should the state take to protect the right and dignity of the transgender persons? So, the observation of the Supreme Court are: the court held that transgender persons have the right to identify their gender as male, female, or third gender, irrespective of surgical or medical interventions. So they were given authority to recognize themselves whatsoever they are. Secondly, legal recognition of transgender person as the third gender was granted for the first time in India. The transgender persons are entitled to all fundamental rights granted under the Constitution, specifically, particularly Article 14, which talks about right to equality. The term person was expanded to include transgender persons, ensuring equal treatment. Article 19, right to freedom. Freedom of expression includes the right to express one's gender identity. Article 21 was expanded, which talks about right to life and personal liberty. Gender identity is integral to personal autonomy and dignity. Prohibition of discrimination. The court condemned discrimination against transgender persons in education, health, employment, and public spaces, terming it as unconstitutional. Affirmative action was also ordered in the judgment. Transgender persons were categorized as socially and economically backward classes, entitling them to reservation in educational and public employment. Right to self-identification was given through the judgment. The judgment emphasized the right to self-determination of gender identity, stating that it is not contingent upon medical or surgical certification. It further issued direction to the government recognize transgender persons as third gender in all official documents, including passports, voter ID cards, and Aadhaar card. Prohibition of discrimination. Implement measures to eliminate stigma and discrimination against transgender persons. Create welfare schemes for transgender persons, ensuring access to health care, education, and employment. awareness and sensitization, conduct public awareness campaigns, and train law enforcement and other officials to address issues faced by transgender persons.